warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone and welcome to my presentation. Thank you for coming today. Let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Febrinia Fiska. You can call me Febrinia. Okay, today I'm going to talk about HIV or AIDS. The aim of my presentation is to tell you about HIV or AIDS and what preventive activities or useful tips that you can do so you can avoid from HIV or AIDS. I'll start my presentation from explain what HIV or AIDS is, and then I'll tell you how HIV or AIDS can be transmitted, and I'll continue by mentioning what signs and symptoms that can be appear, and finally I'll tell you what applicable activities or useful tips that can be done by the community. Okay, before I start my presentation, I'll ask you, do you know about HIV or AIDS? Yeah, I think almost all of you already know what is HIV or AIDS. So, HIV is a virus that can attack our immune body system. So, it can make our bodies very susceptible to infection because of a low immune system. And how about AIDS? AIDS is a collection of several signs and symptoms that have appeared due to the body being infected by the HIV virus. So, how long HIV will be commonly appear? HIV AIDS will be commonly appear 2 until 4 weeks after transmission. Okay, and the next is about prevalence. It is a prevalence of the number HIV or AIDS cases internationally and nationally. In this chart, you can see that World Health Organization released the number of HIV cases globally in 2021. It is shown that there is an increase in HIV cases, and Indonesia get the top position with a total 540,000 cases. As we know, this is not a small number for a disease. Ministry of Health, the Republic of Indonesia said that 3 provinces that got the top position with the number of HIV cases in Indonesia until June 2022. The first is DKI Jakarta with 19,566 cases. The second is East Java with 78,238 cases, and the last is West Java with 57,146 cases. So, Indonesia still needs a lot of effort from government and community to be able to reduce the number of HIV cases. Yeah, after I told you about what HIV or AIDS is and how about the prevalence, now I'll tell you how about HIV or AIDS can be transmitted. HIV is a virus that can be spread from one person to another person. First, it can spread from sexual contact or by having sex. Someone can be infected this virus if she or he have vaginal, anal, or oral sex with an infected partner. So, the virus can be entered the body from mouth, vaginal, or rectum during sexual activity. The second way is from using a sharing needles. HIV can be transmitted from blood. So if you use sharing needle, have a high risk for getting infected with HIV from someone who is already infected HIV or AIDS. The third way is from blood transfusion. In some cases, the virus can be transmitted through blood transfusion. And the last way is from mother to child during pregnancy, childbirth, or breastfeeding. Mother with HIV must get treatment during pregnancy to reduce the risk of HIV infection for her child. After someone is infected with HIV, signs and symptoms can be appear. So what is signs and symptoms can be appear? There are some common signs and symptoms that can we see or feel. The first is feeling extreme tiredness. The second is has a fever for several weeks, feel cold or sweat at night. The third is weight loss more than 5 kilograms in the last of 2 months. The fourth is have a swollen glands, especially in the neck or armpit. The fifth is has canker sores. The sixth is continuous diarrhea. The last is unstable breath, and sometimes it will get worse with dry cold. Before I continue my presentation, do you know when do we commemorate World AIDS Day? Yeah, you're true. 3 days ago, in 1st December, is a World AIDS Day. As I said before, AIDS is a collection of several signs and symptoms that can be appeared due to the body being infected by HIV virus. So, what should we do when we have AIDS? It means we had HIV infected before. But don't worry, you can take ARV or antiretroviral. It is like a treatment that can make the progress of HIV become slower and make the body doesn't get worse and prevent from complications. Being an HIV or AIDS fighter is not easy. In this final presentation, I will tell you what applicable activities or useful tips that can be done by the community. It is called SAFE. SAFE stands for 3 tips. The first is stop discrimination. We must reduce make a negative comment, especially on social media. We can share more content that will support for people with HIV or AIDS. These tips can reduce the bad stigma and help them to avoid the mental illness. The second is let's educate. This is one of the important tips to do. We can give or be education about HIV or AIDS for teenagers, like an explanation maybe of dangers, transmission and prevention of HIV or AIDS. It will help to reduce the number of people that infected with HIV or AIDS. The last tips is medical facilities. We can give assistance to people with HIV or AIDS to get accessing health facilities, so they can get the ARV treatment. It will help that people doesn't get worse. For the last presentation, I have quotes that's suitable for this topic. The quotes is education and knowledge are the most efficient tools that we have to make people aware. There are many people died because of AIDS, but no one should die of ignorance. Okay, that's all from my presentation today, and thank you for your attention. I'm grateful for everyone here to listen my presentation. I hope you can find something useful from it, and I'm highly appreciate if you have any feedback maybe or criticism for me today. And thank you, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.